Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me again today. It's your boy, the Sipping Sooner. I'm back. And I want to start off by saying thank you for all the prayers for my family and for me and the support that you guys have shown. It is very much appreciated. So, Corso, I know we ready, man. I know I'm ready. So you already know what time it is. It's going to get a little grimy. Oh, well, let's get it. All right, let's start off with, because there's been so much that I done missed out on. Let's start off with a little bit about the recruiting class, man. Another top 10 class in the books. I seen a few people out here panicking over Tatum being the last person to sign. The whole class was signed by 11 a.m. Stop it, man. Cut that out. Quit all this unnecessary panicking. Y'all already know, man. Cut it out. This class is going to be the foundation, man, of the future. The next few years, man. You take this class combined with last year's class, man, they starting to put it together, man, especially on the defensive side of the ball, man. That defensive line is finna come together nicely. I mean, some of the guys we bringing in, we just simply wasn't even in the running for before, man. I mean, they wouldn't even consider coming to Oklahoma. Also seen that we had a couple of the recruits that had some shit to say, man. Sent out a few messages. Yeah, I love it, man. I mean, I know some people, they want you to be passive and don't want to stir anything up, man. Fuck that shit, man. Talk your shit, man. Let it be known we about to come in here and be aggressive. And we got to put it down, man. Ain't no more of this tiptoeing and shit, man. We got several fan bases out here talking cash shit right now. And like I said before, man, numerous times, if your name ain't Alabama or Georgia, better shut your ass up, because we coming for that ass. And I mean that shit. I'm not finna shy away from it. You know what I mean? Some of these people, man, who ain't never won a conference championship, not a national championship, I heard talking shit, man. Major shit. That's crazy to me, man. Shut your ass up if you ain't done nothing yet. Like I said, if your name ain't Alabama or Georgia, you can get it, baby. And what do I mean by it? This foot in your ass. Okay, now, speaking of talking shit, let's take a turn to the dark side. Start off with my man David. And you know who you are, David. The next time you want to jump your Missouri dick riding ass in the Sip Master's comments and tell me that I don't know shit, I'm going to be all over your ass, man. See, I let that shit slide because I had a lot of shit going on out here. Bro, you better find somebody else's channel to go play that fuck shit on. This ain't it. Like I said, I would have addressed this shit last week. Man, dude. No, sir. Once again, if you are a fan of one of these teams that ain't won a conference championship ever, and in some of these cases not since this century, keep your damn mouth shut. It's that simple. I don't give a damn if you have one good season or even if you put two good seasons together. Come on, man. If you ain't got no hardware, shut your ass up. Now, back to the regularly scheduled program. Let's get back to some recruiting, man. So we got 7 guys from this recruiting class practicing with the team for bowl preparations. We know who they are. You got Wyatt Gilmore, Jaden Jackson, Michael Hawkins, Nigel Smith, Xavier Robinson, Eli Bowen, Jaden Hardy. All those guys getting a jump start on their careers, man, trying to get ready for the spring so they can just go ahead and springboard on in. Um, let's touch on the transfer portal real quick, man. Whole lot of panic out here about this transfer portal shit. Look, I'm gonna say this right off the bat, right off the jump. Every time somebody goes into the damn portal, that does not mean that we need to go get them. Okay? If I would have made a video last week, I would have came on here and told everybody we wasn't getting Chris McClellan. That dude didn't want to go to OU from the jump. You know, he had a chance to pause and hit the brakes and listen to whatever BV had to say before he signed with Florida. He barely tapped that motherfucking brake, man. He has no desire to play at OU. So, yeah, he went to Missouri. And then raggedy-ass Missouri fans act like they doing something. When you get their ass tooted and booted, man, I don't want to hear a damn thing. And we already know, man, desperate as fuck, man, right now. So anyway, so who's out of here? So we know Dylan's gone to Oregon. Dalen Smothers out of here. Marcus Major, Savion Bird, and Nate Anderson went to SMU. Jason Llewellyn, DJ Graham. Key Lawrence went to Ole Miss. Reggie Grimes. I was actually on a plane flight with Reggie Grimes last week. He was on his way to Dallas. LV Bunkley Shelton. And of course, my man Caden Green went to fuck-ass Missouri. So, other than that, you just gotta put everything in perspective, man. If a kid jumps in the portal, I mean, come on now. I know y'all all seen Danny and Jaron Canick's show. They sat here and told you, man, it's gonna be more money in it, even if you just leaving a school, going to another school, because they gonna overpay for you. But the question you have to ask yourself is, how much do you overpay for Chris McClellan? I mean, most of us, we holding our breath waiting for DJ Hicks to see what he gonna do. If we go out here and give the money to Chris McClellan, you can't afford DJ Hicks. It's only so much money you can throw around. You know, you got to keep this shit in perspective, man. And me personally, I don't think Chris McClellan done enough to warrant overpaying for his ass. Now, if somebody's out here and they rolling through this bitch with 10, 12 sacks, then you go ahead and reach in their pocketbook. But anyway, let's talk a bit about the game that's coming up, man, because I've been wrestling and struggling with this shit, man. I don't know how I want to approach the bowl game. At first, I was like, I don't give a shit. Just play all the freshmen and let's go ahead and get them boys some experience, get our ass whooped, and call it good. But you already know, we always want to win every damn game we play. But it's a fine line between playing the game, but also trying to figure out what you got going into the spring so you'll know what kind of moves you need to make. You know, you can sit there and you can go, well, I think this guy's going to be good. We don't need to worry about that position. He get out there on the field and shit down his leg. Next thing you know, now you got an area you need to address that you wasn't planning on addressing. So once again, I say, which way should we lean here? Now, I have seen a couple of Arizona fans, all 6 of them, talking a little bit of shit out the side of their motherfucking mouth. Once again, I like to see when these schools that ain't traditionally been good, when they have good seasons. But people, learn how to take the success, man, and be positive with it, man. Don't go out here talking shit if you ain't done nothing. As a matter of fact, wasn't it just a couple years ago y'all was on like a 20-game losing streak? That alone, you should never open your mouth for the next 10 years to anyone. I mean, come on, man. What the fuck? So anyway, Arizona 9-3 this year. Good season, man. I really like the offense. I like the quarterback. That dude can ball. They got 2 good receivers, McMillan and Cowing. Those boys can ball too, man. They got a nice little running back, Coleman. Yeah, shit. They can put it down. And like I said, I really enjoyed watching Arizona this year. But I be damned, I'm finna let them talk some shit though. No, ma'am. And no, sir. Like I said, Fafita, man, Fafita's good, man. You know, he just got that it factor, man. You know what I mean? I mean, it ain't like he got like the biggest arm in the world. The dude, man, is just on point, man. He just makes all the plays that you need him to make. This is how it is, you know. But I do think we need to get after his ass, though. Go ahead and heat him up a little bit. See what he can do under pressure, man. But the problem is you got to watch him, man. They run a lot of tunnel screens and shit like that. Then, like you say, if you come on that blitz and they hit you in that right spot, man, it's curtains. It is curtains. The defense ain't nothing really special. They got a couple of corners with some height on them. You know, they got some size on them and shit like that. But I mean, here's the problem, man. I mean, when you start trying to figure out who can do what against who, you got to start looking at some of the wide receivers that they probably had to face. You know what I mean? Outside of Washington, I mean, they didn't really have to face, like, you know, no murderous row of wide receivers and shit like that. Or, matter of fact, just offenses in general. We know Cal sucks booty. We know Arizona State is straight booty. Colorado, they can score, but that's about it. Go on down the line. Utah, third string quarterback. I mean, so they caught a lot of good breaks this year, man. But like I said, I ain't taking nothing away from them. Hell of a season, because nobody even predicted them to get what they got under any circumstance. So good job for them. But man, I don't know. We about to find out what's really going on out here. Somebody's about to get exposed. They defense don't really create very many turnovers as well. You know, I think they might have that lead intercept on the team is like got one interception. I mean, it might be a couple of dudes tied with one. I mean, they can play rock, paper, scissors and shit and figure it out who wants to be the interception king of this season. They did have 31 sacks. Once again, I don't really know how you want to. I don't really know how you want to put value on it, though. Like I said, 31 sacks, good for them, yay. But I mean, did anybody bother to do max protect? Like, I mean, it seemed like after the first game of the season, everybody went to max protect, except for Texas. I mean, hell, matter of fact, we gonna see if Arizona's gonna use some max protect. I mean, I would advise that they do. Yeah, you know, but we gonna have that conversation in the offseason as well about what we can do about this bullshit, man. Because we only set back 19 sacks. They got 31. Like I said, they got the two NFL tight cornerbacks. Now, whether they turn out to be or not, we'll find out next year as they come into the Big 12. They'll be tested more, you know, overall than they were in the Pac-12. Even though the Pac-12 had some good teams this year, they didn't play Oregon from what I understand. And we knew that Washington State got exposed. UCLA, they got exposed. They had a hell of a defense, but they offense straight trash. So it's really hard to say, man. It's really hard to say. And the same thing with us, man. Whenever Danny ain't in the game, it's a totally different OU defense as well. So, you know, we'll see, man. I'm glad he's coming back. So, but I mean, man, we need to see some people make them jump. So that way we got, 3 or 4 guys that know what the hell they doing out there, and they can help everybody else instead of now it seems like it's just one, maybe Kip Lewis and Billy Bowman them can, get some of these guys in the proper spots they need to be in, man. It's really weird too, man, because the game predictor has OU at a 75.5% chance of winning the game. But Arizona's favored to win the game. Which one is it, damn it? I will say this, Arizona and Arizona fans. If Jackson Arnold comes out here and he plays average to a little bit above average, oh, that's y'all ass. And I say that with love and sincerity. I mean, in my view, the only way that y'all really have a chance of pulling this off is if we just have some turnovers and some freshman quarterback mistakes, man. Now, I'm not finna sit up here and make no excuses. The majority of this fan base wanted Jackson Arnold over Dylan Gabriel. We wanted to move forward to the future. This is going to be part of that moving forward. Now, if we go out here and get our ass whooped, then that's what it is. We got to take those lumps. We're going to take some more lumps next year, but that's what this is about. Take your ass whooping now and move forward. 2025 is the season where I don't want to hear no damn excuses whatsoever. So, we'll see how it goes, man. I mean, we know that Arizona wants this game really, really bad. And they done already said this is a championship game, period. I know you'll get BV, Ethan Downs, these kind of players. They'll come out and they'll say, oh, well, this is championship game, man. But come on now. Half the fan base of Jackson, we barely interested even with Jackson making his first start. Shit. Half the people was already turning the damn TV off when we didn't make the New Year's Six Bowl. So I don't want to hear all this bullshit. Yeah, there's 2 or 3 people out here that genuinely look at this as like, a groundbreaking must-have game. Like I said, you can do it 2 ways. You can go out here and say this is a must-win, or you can go out here and say, man, I don't give a damn. Let's see what these young dudes got. Either approach, I'm good. I'm just going to sit back, relax. Now, keep in mind, I'm saying this shit now. Come tomorrow night, I might be losing my damn mind. Which is probably going to be the case. Because, I it's hard for me to just sit there and watch shit without getting emotional. But yeah. Unless it's something absolutely unacceptable, I ain't gonna have too many problems with anything. Hopefully we go out here and get this win. We don't have to listen to no handful of fans talking shit who ain't really done nothing in their existence. But I used to be a fan of Desert Swarm back in the day, man. Oh yeah. Like I said, man, I ain't never had a problem with Arizona. But like I said, I ain't finna sit up here and let y'all talk shit and go unscathed up in this bitch. No, Another question, man. It'll be Jackson's first start, man. And from everything we know in here, we know that he's a cool customer. He usually don't get too high, get too low. You know the saying. It will be his first start, though, and Arizona could probably try to do a few things to mess with him. I do think he'll be up to the challenge. But, of course, as with anything, they can always show you some things that you ain't seen before, and he ain't seen everything. Now, you take a quarterback like Dylan Gabriel, he's seen every kind of blitz there is to see. He's been out there 4+ years. Jackson is still going to have to see those things for itself. It's one thing to watch it on tape and then to see it in person because it looks totally different on the field. The offensive line, man, is going to be the key, man. Can they give him time? If they can give him time, well, you gonna see some shit, because we already know the man got the talent. He's got the talent. That is not even in question here. The question is going to be, is he going to be running for his damn life? I think overall he'll be fine. I just can't see, guys like Rouse and Matuire coming back and not giving it 100% to protect his ass. I mean, if that's the case, they could have just sat this shit on out and been over there on the sideline with Guyton now. So yeah, I think they gonna give they all. We know Sexton and them boys that's coming back next year, they gonna be out there playing. They actually auditioning. Everett, you auditioning, sir. Another question: what is the play calling gonna look like? This is Big Seth's first go round. Is OC at OU. I mean, he's talking a good game. He sounds like he's ready, and hopefully we'll see if he turns Jackson loose, man. Let him go out there and do his thing, man. Don't hold him back. Take the reins off. If he has a couple of interceptions, then oh well, man. Let him get out there and turn it loose, man. Open up the damn playbook. Let's go. I do want them to. I wouldn't mind them sprinkling in a different, a few different run plays, in the running game scheme. Let's do some stretch zone out there, man. Let's get them boys on the perimeter, see what they can do. Matter of fact, speaking of that, who's gonna be RB2? I mean, we know Salcho's got one. Is Tyree gonna get the play? We think he is. Caleb Hicks, Javonte Barnes. I mean, I don't know. Megway. I don't know. We'll see, man. I think Gavin does break at least one though. Tomorrow, hopefully. I hope it's a long one too. I mean, like Tostolio that ass, like sizzle. Like I said, as far as defensively, the key would be, can we get to Fafita? If we can get to Fafita, man, then I mean, I really don't see no way that they can win the game. Because, I mean, as long as we heating his ass up and getting him off the spot, making it difficult for him to get a clear picture downfield, I just don't see no way. And so, yeah, I'm just going to be looking forward. To seeing the young guys, man. I mean, I want to see Petaway. I want to see several of the young guys, man. I want to see them get out there and get some game. But like I said, what's more important, man? The win or the experience? I don't know. We'll see what it turns out to look like, man. But other than that, man, y'all have a good one. Enjoy the game. Don't break nothing in the house if we go out here and lose. Don't worry about none of these lesser than fan bases talking shit. And me and Corso, we out of this bitch. Peace.